What's going on? I'm Simon Kaufman for Wolf TV, and we're out at Oker Field hanging out with the field hockey team. We've got Lauren Thomas, Shannon Scavelli, Emma Way, and they're going to show me a little something about a sport I know absolutely nothing about. What are you guys going to teach me today?
We're going to teach you 3 different types of hits: the drive, the sweep, and the reverse tip.
All right, and which one do we have first?
The drive.
All right, the drive. Let's get to it.
Wow, what an interesting reaction from Coach Jim Harbaugh there. We have breaking news, highlights, analysis, and way more to come. You're watching Sports Night.
All right, let's get into some college football right now. Michigan State. Here's Jake Rudock stepping back, and he connects with Khalid Hill for a big gain, getting some major yards down in Michigan State territory. This would set up the 1-yard run by Sione Huma the Boomer. And now we get to see a controversial play here. This is the targeting play on Joe Bolden. As you can see in this replay, he comes in from the left side, and there is that head-to-head contact that they've been looking at to call for so long this season. Dangerous play. Now here's the run from L.J. Scott. He's going 11 yards, and that's going to be Michigan State's first score of the game in the second quarter.
Yeah, definitely.
Test my skills.
So we're going to have 4 girls over there show you how to do a spiral, which is one of our main elements in our program.
So you got to make 4 copies of me, or what?
Nope, you're going to go and do it with them.
So what we'll do is we'll go left, right, left, right, glide, spiral. Right, left, right. Yeah. Right,
Okay,
left,
so
right.
left, right, and then toes in the air.
But when you skate, you push backwards, so you
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sounds great.
I'm going to give you a 5, 6,
Definitely
7, 8,
need that
okay?
advice. Let's,
count 5, 6, 7, 8, and the first stroke is on 1.
okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Right. Spiral. Higher.
Oh, yeah.
This year in basketball for the University of Michigan Wolverines. Basketball season is among us, and hopefully by now teams are comfortable with the many rule changes. The NCAA reduced the shot clock down to 30 seconds and lessened the amount of timeouts per team. This year in the Big Ten, teams look to rebound from last season. While the Maryland Terrapins won 27 games last year, they're predicted to win the conference and have the most valuable player, Melo Trimble, and a noted transfer, Rashid Suleiman. But after losing in the Final Four, the Michigan State Spartans look to rebound with the help of veteran guard Denzel Valentine. Michigan Wolverines could be the most notable comeback team after a disappointing last season that was haunted by season-ending injuries to Karis LeVert and Derek Walton Jr. Let's go to Beeline on his thoughts about that.
Well, as you know, it is painful to go through that because it's painful for them as well.
We're going to throw it to you over there. Take it away.
I traveled a far distance to make it here, but it's time for the Sports Night Showdown. Jack Springgate here again alongside Danny Ryan and Jesse Waxman, who will be duking it out in this week's edition of Sports Night Showdown. This week, Danny and Joey will have 5 topics to debate, and I will award a point to the winner of each round, going towards 30 seconds of FaceTime at the end of the showdown for the winner. Let's start it off with you, Danny. Do you think Michigan football can still make the playoffs after losing to Michigan State?
Yeah, you touched on Rudock's running ability. We saw something out of Rudock this week that we haven't seen out of a Michigan quarterback since Denard Robinson. He ran for 33 yards and got the Wolverines 14 points with his feet. A lot of this was his ability to make decisions in the red zone as well. When he didn't have a receiver to go to, he made sure that he didn't force a pass in there, and when he made the decision to run, proved to work out for him. Now, his running game isn't going to dazzle a lot of people later in the season, but just the mere fact that he's got this in his arsenal is going to raise a lot of questions for opposing defenses.
I agree.
That, and that was a huge play in this game.
Well, I still like that you're focusing on defense. Let me read you a few numbers here real quick about the Michigan defense. In 3 out of their last 4 years, Michigan had a top 20 defense. So if they're not getting yards off of interceptions and fumbles, they're definitely forcing a lot of punts. Now, let me read you some offensive numbers. In the last 4 years, Michigan ranked 78th, 115th, 80th, and 72nd in offense, and that's something that they really need to improve on. And seeing Ty Isaac in the running game really get going in that last game is something I'm looking forward to in Michigan football.
Well, I'm going to have to go with Jack on this one on the offense. So now
I'm Riley Nelson reporting on the Diag with Sports Night, trying to gauge people's opinions of the Deflategate proceedings. In January, the New England Patriots were accused of deflating footballs in the AFC Championship game. While they had a lot to celebrate following their Super Bowl victory, pressure loomed over the Patriots organization and specifically quarterback Tom Brady in what sports media later dubbed Deflategate. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell responded to the scandal by slapping Brady with a 4-game suspension, which was only later overturned by a federal judge. Ironically, in the first 2 games of the season that he shouldn't be playing, Brady leads the NFL in yards, completions, and touchdowns. We took to the Diag to see what the student body has to say about the former Michigan quarterback and Deflategate.